liar, what did you take? Like, I saw your hand. Like, I was like, wow, I got this girl to strip. Hey guys, it's me, Jennifer-Biana, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and like, comment, and all that jazz, and let me know what you think. Also, please click the notification bell to be notified every time I post, and my social media will be somewhere here if you'd like to follow. Come through. My Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and literally everything is very, very girly, so come through. Today we'll be doing a story time. I was in Paris last summer, and there is a travel vlog up, and it was an amazing, like, beautiful, like, lovely, like, I lived my fantasy there. It was amazing. It was so, like, lovely, dainty, just everything. It filled my heart with so much joy, and I loved Paris so much. But I also got robbed. And I'm telling you this story so that you guys can be aware that this happens and, like, maybe be more cautious. Like, everyone tells me there's so many people that rob and steal in Europe. When people told me about, like, all the robbers and stuff in Europe, I'm from Brooklyn, so I was always like, yeah, okay, like, I see this, like, every single day. Europe, it actually is so much different. It's insane. In Europe, it's a lot worse. Like, cause like me being from Brooklyn, I'm like, this shit happens all the time. Like, I'm whatever, you know, like, I'm surrounded by it anyways, but it's way worse in Europe. So let's get into the story. You should watch my travel vlog video first, get the vibe of, like, Paris. It's so freaking cute. I love it. I went on this trip with my grandma and my sister, and the only reason we went is because my grandma has always wanted to go to Paris, so my sister decided to give her a present and have the three of us go. So we were only there for like 5 days. It was so short because, girly, it was expensive. So expensive for only like 4 or 5 days. It's insane, but we've been going to obviously all the touristy places. We went to the Eiffel Tower, we went to a bunch of, like, cute little cafes, and we went to, like, the ballet, and we went to the Louvre. And this was the day actually that we were going to Notre Dame. In the area that we were at, we were right next to the Louvre. Like, we were like a couple blocks away from it. And there's a park right next to the Louvre, and there's not that many good, like, breakfast places nearby. Like, there's a bunch of cute little croissant places and, like, little chocolate eclair places, like little pastry shops. They were, like, all over, like, pastry shops and stuff, but there wasn't any, like, sit-down breakfast places. There was probably, like, one near us, and we already went to it, like, 2 or 3 times, so we were kind of like, we need to find another place, man. All these little pastry shops and stuff, they didn't have anywhere to sit. We decided to just get a couple of croissants and go to the park. So we went to the park in the Louvre, and it was like 9 a.m. y'all. Like, it was bright and early, and we were just planning to eat, like, on a cute, like, little park bench by the Louvre real quickly, and then get a cab to go to Notre Dame. Or Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Notre Dame. The story sucks. Like, I hate saying it out loud. Ugh, but okay. It just sucks. I just hate when my family's ever in trouble. Like, obviously, I feel like everyone can relate to that. That's, like, the worst feeling ever. So we were sitting down eating. We had just finished our food. When we were about to call a cab, we were just, like, sitting for a little bit, you know, right after we ate. So there were a bunch of women in, like, t-shirts, leggings, and hijabs. Not saying anything, just describing it so you could have a picture in your head. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? There were a bunch of these women, but at first there was this one woman that comes up to us with a paper. Yeah, she could see we're American because she started speaking English first, and she was just like, hi, we need, like, a signature for something, like, can you please help us? And we were like, no, we're good. We were like, no, we're good. And then all of a sudden, I don't even think we got to, like, finish our sentence, but like 20 other women, like, dressed exactly like her, just run towards us and surround us in this park bench. Like, we're in the middle of this park bench, and they surround us completely with, like, papers. They were all holding papers, and they were all surrounding us with papers, like, flying papers in front of our faces. And I was just like, what? And I was just so overwhelmed, and that's how they get ya. It was like a parched stool we were sitting at, and my grandma and my sister were facing front like this, but I was, like, sitting like with my leg like this, so I was facing my grandma and my sister, so then I was, like, kind of turning around here. And so there's a bunch of these women just throwing like papers in our face, like surrounding every inch of us. Like there wasn't even a space without like a person there. There were 20 of them that were wearing the same exact outfit and everything, and there were a bunch of women, like all like, you know, with a bunch of papers, like rustling them in our faces. My sister and I are just like yelling, like, what are you doing? Like leave, like what are you doing? My grandma, she has like a little backpack that she held, and she was sitting this way, reminder, she was sitting this way. Backpack was right behind her, and all of a sudden I decided to like look there because I'm like everyone's looking there and I'm gonna look this way, and then I see a woman with her hand in my grandma's bag, and she probably thought like, you know, the oldest woman would have the money. That's really funny because my sister has all the money, my grandma doesn't have anything. Like, you know, in this, like my sister was carrying all the money, my grandma didn't have like any money or anything. She just had like a very old camera in her bag, like she didn't have anything. So I'm like, y'all are dumb, first of all. But I get, like, choose the you know, the oldest one, like I get that, but in this situation I was like sucks to suck. My grandma had her backpack, and then this woman had her hand in. My sister and my grandma are preoccupied looking straight, and I look here, and then I'm like, what are you doing? And I yell at her and I'm like, get your hand out of my grandma's bag. Did you steal something? Did you steal something? And I'm like yelling at her, and I've like never I've never yelled at a stranger in public, so this was actually, that's a lie. I've never yelled at someone in person about stealing. How about that? So I'm yelling at her. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, is your hand, what did you steal? What did you steal? You're so disgusting. What did you steal? And then I'm like, I like get up, you know, and everyone's kind of like simmering down. Everyone like stopped because like I noticed, and my sister and my grandma are like quiet. They obviously didn't see anything, like I saw it, and I saw like her hand was like in my grandma's bag, and I was like, what did you steal? What did you steal? Look, what did you steal? And I like get up and I like go to her, which was like, you know, maybe I shouldn't do that, because what if she had a gun? What if she had a knife? What if she had pepper spray? Like, I am stupid. But in the heat of the moment, I was just like, what did you steal? What did you steal? And then she's like getting nervous, which is funny because like you would assume that they would just run away, you know what I mean? But she like listened to me. Like, I guess I was that authoritative. No, but like I assumed she would run away, but she like stopped and like, you know, handled me, and she was just like, nothing, whatever. And she was like, nothing, I didn't steal nothing. And then I was just like, liar, what did you take? Like, I saw your hand. Like, I was like, I saw your hand in her bag. Like, I saw your arm in my grandma's bag. What did you take? What did you take? Like, I was like, like I was like intense. And then she starts like lifting her shirt. Like, I didn't take anything. And she like was like showing me like her skin, and I was like, wow, I got this girl to strip. I was like, and she was like, I didn't take anything. And the other girls aren't like doing anything. And then I'm just like, I just keep staring at her, and I'm like trying to like figure out where she could have put something. And then eventually they like all run away, or they like all left like really quickly. They're like, I didn't take anything. And then they like left. But there was a good moment of me just like, probably a good like minute and a half of me just staring at her after like all this yelling. And I was just like, what did you take? Check my grandma's bag. Again, my grandma didn't have anything. She just had like an old camera, like a lipstick probably. Like she didn't have any like money on her. So luckily that was the case. Europeans really try to take advantage of Americans, because the first thing they did was speak English with us. They like knew, even though we weren't speaking English, we were speaking Russian. Maybe it could have just been like, you know, English Russian thing, but it was just so insane. Luckily nothing happened, but they definitely, if my grandma had something, would have stolen something, because I don't think she would have been like, I didn't steal anything. If like I feel like if my grandma had something in her bag, they definitely would have ran away before, or like while I saw her. Right after that, I felt super like confident, and I was like, ha, like, yeah, we're from Brooklyn, like you can't mess with us. Like, I'm so like, I was so hyped because like I felt like we defeated them, even though it was just like a lucky circumstance. But I was like so proud afterwards. But now looking back at it, I was like, that was so horrific. Like, that was awful. Like, I just feel so bad for my grandma. Like, but to be fair, my grandma has this thing that like she has gotten stolen from way more than any person in general has. She just has that thing. Like, I don't know why, maybe because she just looks very sweet. It's just so awful, but she's gotten stolen from so many times. Imagine the probability of someone running into a nail salon, taking your bag and leaving. Like, out of everyone at a nail salon, out of any nail salon ever, that happened to my grandma. Like I swear she has like some curse on her or something that she always gets robbed. I feel so bad for my grandma because she's like the sweetest person alive and she doesn't deserve this, and she's also mentally the strongest person alive, so yeah. All right guys, that was my story time of Paris. I wish I had something to tell you to be aware of, but like literally this came out of nowhere. But I guess I would be aware of people with like papers, like asking people to sign things, or like, you know, like voting, or like whatever the heck. Because like when we went to Notre Dame later that day, we saw a couple of those other people on the line, and we were like, someone came up to us and I was like, just stay away from people that are asking you to sign things. That's what I'll leave it off as. And yeah, all right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story time. And yeah, all right guys, stay safe out there. Bye guys. Hey guys, it's me, Jennifer-Biana, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and like, comment, and all that jazz, and let me know what you think. Also, please click the notification bell to be notified every time I post, and my social media will be somewhere here. If you'd like to follow, come through. My Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and literally everything is very, very girly, so come through. During this video, I will be eating Asian style snack mix. We love a good snack mix. But I'm the worst because I only pick out certain ones that I like. Ugh. Today I bought a lot. Forever 21, Express, some bomb-ass heels from Payless. I didn't even realize Payless sold those because those are like Instagram baddie 101. And some Burlington stuff. So yeah, we got a lot going on. I actually got these in Burlington too, so I'm stress eating because of my hair. Okay, so let's start off with Payless because the heels are bomb. Let's get into it. I got 2 shoes from Payless. The reason I went into Payless and was really confident in getting these heels, normally I would not be so confident in getting these heels because I wouldn't want to waste the money on something that I'll not wear that often. But Payless is going downhill at the moment. They're closing, so really downhill at the moment. So everything is 50% off, and while I am so